Hey everybody, on today's episode I'm gonna quickly go through what I believe is the best budget home studio you can have. The first time I worked in a studio, I was 13 years old. So I've literally grown up around studio equipment and engineers. The biggest lesson that I learned from engineers is it's not the equipment, it's your proficiency in using the equipment. Don't let anybody confuse you or try to tell you that if you just get this piece of equipment, you'll go platinum. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. My criteria for choosing studio equipment is always the same. I'm always looking for something durable, budget friendly, that helps an easy workflow. You're trying to be creative and get this great idea out of your head, and the last thing you want to do is be working with equipment that you have to just, I have to do all this and I have to move this cord here and plug this in here and press this button and turn this down before you can get to your creativity. So for me, workflow is of the highest importance. So the first piece of equipment that I want to talk about is my audio interface. I use the SSL2, the solid state logic, and it's a great audio interface. It's built very well. It has phantom power. It records in 4K. There's a great level meter on there, so you can make sure that you're not going into the red, which is always something that I look for in the interface because I do my vocals. And the audio is clean. The audio is clean and flat. It's very low noise. Even when you turn up the gain a little bit, still very quiet. Is very, very budget friendly in the realm of audio interfaces. This is the interface for a singer-songwriter. Next, we're going to talk about my speakers. Okay, these are reference speakers, and they're the PreSonus E3.5s. These are the best speakers I've ever had, and I'm going to tell you why. They're only $100, and they do their job. They are the most budget-friendly speakers on the market. $100, y'all. And you get everything you need to mix your song. You need good reference speakers. These are good reference speakers, period. They do their job. They're small. They fit very well on your desk. The sound that they give you through those speakers is very truthful. You want your speakers to be honest with you. I know that sounds weird, but that's what you want. You want a flat response so that you know exactly what you just recorded. And that leads me to my next point, headphones. These are just your average Sennheiser headphones. I've had these for years. These are just reference headphones. I put them on when I'm recording electric guitar or vocals. That's it. I do not mix with headphones. I think it's crazy to mix with headphones. Your ears get tired way quicker with headphones, and it doesn't help you accurately mix your tracks. It's never been helpful to me. My advice would be get some reference speakers and mix that way. In the long run, that's the way the engineers do it. That's the way you should do it. Like, do what the engineers do. Take their advice, their cues, okay? Let's move on to my MiniLab Mk2. This is my production workhorse, y'all. This is how I build my drums, bass lines, keys, synths. All of it. Those 4 things happen with this machine. It's budget friendly, it's well made, and it's very easy to use. That last one right there, That last one, that's it. I love the keys. They're a little thicker, so they feel more like a keyboard. They're not those thin little plastic keys and that you get sometimes with smaller MIDI keyboards like this. The pads that you use to build the drums, they feel very good. Some people don't like the drum pads because they're like a long line across, but I actually like the setup. But yeah, this is my baby right here, y'all. So next we're going to talk about my microphone. I have been using the AKG line of microphones, of condenser microphones, since I started recording myself. And right now I'm using the AKG P420. It's the Perception line of their microphones. And, you know, there's nothing really fancy about the mic. It's really a basic mic. There's no flair or anything to it. It's just, it records your voice. That's it. It's made very well. It's budget friendly once again. It does its job once again. Easy to use. It works very well to me recording acoustic guitar. It's not the microphone. It's the singer. It's not the guitar. It's the player. I hope you're getting this, right? Very important stuff. Otherwise, you're going to waste a whole bunch of money on equipment you do not need. Okay? Last but not least, let's talk about the DAW I use, okay? I use Logic Pro. Now, technically, I've used everything. I've used, I started out with Pro Tools. I've used Ableton Live, FL Studio, GarageBand for a lot of years. I've used them all. This is the first thing I'll say. It doesn't matter which DAW you use. Take it to the bank, okay? Because first of all, they all do the same thing. They record you. They record your music. They help you mix your music. They have effects. They're all the same. It's just, you know, that's it. There's nothing. The only difference is the workflow. That's it. What works best for you? That's all you need to be worried about. I started using GarageBand and I immediately liked the flow of GarageBand. It was so easy to use because I'm not an engineer. I'm a singer-songwriter. I just want to plug in and play, you know? And so GarageBand is just perfect for that. So if you're starting out, go with GarageBand if you have a Mac. If you don't, I'm sorry, but you know, get a Mac. I don't know what to say. I love Macs. I will never, ever go back to Windows. Ever. But anyway, so I loved GarageBand. So then I was at a studio, you know, giving some tracks to an engineer friend of mine. And he was like, well, if you love GarageBand, you might as well upgrade to Logic so you can do more, so you can mix your stuff. And, you know, because they have, obviously Logic is a step up from GarageBand. It just has more tools that you can use, and it has more effects and all of that good stuff. And so I upgraded to Logic, and I loved it. It was everything I loved about GarageBand and more. A lot of people ask me about my tone, my guitar tones that I make with my solos and whatnot. So I actually use my pedal board. Okay, so this is my pedal board. Okay, my beautiful little pedal board. And I have a whole video about my pedal board that I'll link in the description box if you want to see that. But this is my pedal board, and I take this pedal board and plug it into my audio interface. Okay, and my audio interface goes into my computer, which goes into Logic Pro, and I use Logic Pro's amps. okay, because they have a library of amps on Logic. I use the amps with my pedal board, and that's how I get my tone on my videos with my electric guitar. So it's my pedal board, and that's really great for me because the more you can use your actual sound that you do at shows for your actual YouTube videos is great. That's my studio, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. It really helps. And I'll see you tomorrow because this is a daily vlog. And I love y'all. Be good to each other. Peace.